What's up, VIPs? Derek here, back with another video, and I'm outside on a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It'll probably soon be hot again, but we're taking advantage of this beautiful, wonderful, windy day. It's great out there. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about one of the most important things I can tell you about sight loss. In fact, I think it's the most important thing I can tell you about sight loss. But first, let me tell you a quick story. So, my wife and I were watching this show on Netflix recently. It's called Diagnosis. By the way, if you want to watch it, if you have Netflix, check it out. It's called Diagnosis. It's about these people that have undiagnosed issues and diseases and so forth. So anyway, it's a really cool show, and it's audio described, so check it out. But that's not the point of the story. The point is, we're watching one about this little girl who has this issue where she would like stop breathing, or at least have trouble breathing, and like lean over and have almost paralysis. It was very odd. And after some testing and a whole bunch of stuff, they found out she had this mutation in this gene. It was like KCNMA, some weird thing. And you know, naturally it's one of those things we can't name. But she had this issue, and it was like, oh my gosh, they didn't know a single person who had it. And she was like the only one. In fact, I think her name meant, like one and only. So what was interesting about it was the point of the show is there's this doctor who does a article in the New York Times. And what she does is she just writes about diagnosis. She's actually a consultant for the show House, if you've ever seen that. It's a really good show. So anyway, she wrote this article and basically put it out there. Is there anybody else who has this issue? Is there anybody else who has this disease or this mutation or whatever they're calling it? Well, they put it out there, and they found this Facebook group with like 10 other families who have this. Now, yes, it's extremely rare, but she found other people. And in fact, she even went and traveled to Denmark to meet this family who has this child who has something almost not exactly identical, but very, very similar. And the little girl, who I believe is like 7 years old, was like, oh, he has these issues too? And it was just like, wow. And so the mom of this little girl was fascinated and so excited. And they even talked about how they knew each other, even though they didn't know each other. And so the thing I want to tell you about sight loss is this. We all have kind of different things that cause our issue. You know, I've got LHON. You might have RP or MACD, or an accident caused it, or whatever. But we all have sight loss. Our vision has been affected, right? And so we have less vision for whatever reason. And here's the key. Here's the most important thing I can tell you about this. And it's 4 simple words. And it's, you are not alone. That, I think, is the greatest thing to know when you're going through something like this. This mom and this little girl, their family found somebody else. Even though they were across the world, they found somebody, and they instantly connected because they got it. And so I just wanted to let you know that if you're having that struggle today, like I'm the only one who's going through this, you're not. You're not the only one. You are not alone. No matter why you've lost your sight, no matter the reason, no matter the disease, the genetic thing that's going on inside of you, no matter if it's external or internal, doesn't matter. You've got sight loss, I've got sight loss, and there are millions of other people who are experiencing sight loss around the world. And so you're not alone. Today, remember that if you are having any struggles at all, you're not alone. So I hope that that's encouraging to you. And I encourage you to go watch that episode of Diagnosis on Netflix. I think it's episode number 4, because it's really, really impactful, especially if you've got kids and are experiencing sight loss. Hey, I want to thank you for watching this video today. I want to give a special shout out to my wife, who's walking backwards right now to film this episode, and I really thank her, and I thank you for watching. If you've got a comment, if you've got a thought, if you've got a question, if you've got anything, I want to hear about it. Let me know down in the comments below, because, well, we're going to share in this together. Thank you again for watching, and remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Derek, and I'll see you guys in the next one.